Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 300 of the Level Up program and day number 10 of the Black Belt program. If you're new to the program, this is all about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as practicing a blue-collar craps style of play. In the YouTube side of things, in the chat, we got Kevin Smith checking in, number one, who's in the process actually of making his own table out in the barn. And we got Roger from OMC Craps. We got Kevin from Crooked River Craps. Welcome back, Kevin. And we got Coach Joe down in Illinois. On the Kick.com side of things, we got one viewer, not sure who it is, so make sure that you do say hi. But we're going to continue on with the blue collar craps style play today. We're going to be going also with the Crapsee app. If you are playing along with Crapsee, click on that play button and it'll bring you right to the table that we're using. Crapsee did upload a new program, a new version this last Friday, so make sure you check it out. It's actually pretty slick. They are still working out a few little bugs, so let's see how it works out. But that being said, we are not going to be doing the broadcast on the Crapsee side of things where I can actually do a live broadcast, and you can see my mugshot while I'm doing it. But we're not going to do that because they're working on a patch to make sure that it works effectively, both for myself as well as for you guys as a viewer. And we got Buckeye Slim checking in on Kick.com. Good morning. So let's get started here. By the way, before we get started, let's talk about the international shooter competition. There has been about 6 or 7 people that have shot already, and yours truly is in last place currently. My best roll was a 9. I had a 5, 6, and a 9, so I did not do very well. My fingers are crossed that I will get over or qualify for the second round. I know that I'm capable of much better shooting than what I did produce on that shooting episode. So, but anyhow, let's get started here. We're not going to do any pass line bets. We're not going to do any line or no don't pass or anything. We're going to bet today as if we are not the shooter, even though I'm going to be shooting the dice. So I'm going to call this all bet set. You guys will have a $1,500 bankroll starting. This is a new table for the month of March. And once I push the button here, you guys will have 10 seconds to get your bets in, and then it'll lock you out. I have about 5 seconds after I press the button before I can do anything with the program. So I'm going to go all bets set here, and let's go start off with a 3-2, 3-6 dice set. And we're going to be practicing the 3V dice set again, trying to analyze the results as we go along. So here we go. Now we started off with an OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. So that does not affect me one bit because I do not have a pass line or a don't pass line bet. But if you're playing at ATS, that's one of the bookends, so that's a good thing for you. That's going to be an explosion on that left die. That's a single pitch on the right die. So we have a single pitch away with an explosion. That is a safe result with the cousin one set. If it was an explosion and a single pitch towards us, that would be a warning sign, so we got to be careful with that. So again, we're going to go with the 3-2, 3-6 dice set here. And let's go all bets set. And you guys will have unlimited rebuys, but if you rebuy, you can only rebuy for $500. That's all that I'm allowing you guys to do. So you guys can have as many as you want, but you have to be under a certain number of dollars left in your bankroll. You can only rebuy for $500. So dice up. And that's going to be a nice thing for us here. We don't have to worry about doing rebuys anymore. Anyway, we got a 2-2 heart for the Ian Double Deuce, or 2-2, let's go on a cruise, Brian from Holy Roller. So 4 will be our first point. And good morning, Michael. If you go onto the live tab, Michael, the live tab will have my table. It's called the March CMJ Level Up. So it's probably about 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7 tables down. I see the big AZ put a bunch of them in, and a couple people put a bunch of them in the future. So they're above where my table's at right now. So just click on the live tab and go over to my table. So hopefully that helps. Anyhow, we are going to go with 88 inside to start off with. So that's going to be $20, and I got to get used to these new tabs on here. So that's going to be $20 on a 5 and 9. We're going to go 24 on that 6 and 8. And that last one was a single pitch of the dice, single pitch away, and that was an explosion on the right dice. So again, that is a safe result. And let's go all bets set. We got 8 people playing on Crapsee. You got 10 people watching on YouTube, 6 likes so far. And on the kick.com side of things, we got 3 people watching. So make sure you say hi and hi and hi. Yeah, I don't know about that. Buckeye's saying that they have to fix the rebuy function on Crapsee, that you can't do a negative rebuy to reset your bankroll. As far as scheduling live on Crapsee, at the current moment, Buckeye, there's only 9 of us that are allowed to do it. Make sure that you get a hold of Chuck at the Crapsee app. You can go into Discord and look for Chuck. I can't remember how to spell his last name, but it's M-L-E-N-S-K-Y, I think it is. And then Chuck could help set you up on that. And then the logo thing also comes with that. Like I said, there's 9 of us at the current moment that are allowed to do it. But once he gets this new version going, he's going to be adding more people as you guys request. So, and let's go dice out here. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got a 3, 4, 7. Ouch. So short first roll. And that is kind of a representation of what I did this last Saturday on the darn shooter competition. Not really. We got a 5, a 6, and a 9. So, but that's gonna be our first loss here. $88 loss. Good morning, Alfredo. And again, we're not going to do any line bets, not today at least. We're just going to practice betting as if other people are shooting the dice. So let's go all bets set here. As soon as everybody starts pressing that button, I know that's going to give you a 10-second countdown. Good morning, Tommy T. Sizzle, John GT checking in. We got Alfredo checking in. And all bets set. I heard that Alfredo did well down at Lake Charles this last weekend. I watched a couple of your shorts. If you guys haven't checked those out, check them out. He does a pretty good recap all the time when he's done for the day, no matter where he's at, win or lose. Here we go. Ooh, a little bit long on the landing zone, guys, but we have a 4, 5, 9. The hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. So 9 will be our new point. So hopefully, Michael, you found the table in Crapsee, and we got Red Eye checking in on YouTube. Good morning. So that was a 5-4 on. I was a 4-5-9. So it was a double pitch on that left eye, and that was an implosion on the right eye. So that is a semi-safe set. So we'll stick to 3, 2, 3, 6. And again, we're going to go 88 inside. So that's going to be 20 on that 5 and 9, 24 on the 8 and 6, and all bets set. Again, Crapsee code, guys, if you go onto the live tab on Crapsee, it'll bring you right to the table. The table is called March CMJ Level Up. So this is going to be our March table. And I'm going to try to keep the table the entire month. And dice out. The dice, they cross right at the end. We have a 415, the truck and camper, or horse and buggy, no matter how you see it. That is after Brian from Crapsee Camper. So 415. So that'll be our first box hit here. We're going to do 22 inside pressure. So we're bringing each of those up 1 unit each. So we're at $25 on the 5 and 9, $30 on the 6 and 8. And we'll take one more hit at this, then we'll go down to 66 inside, and then we'll do a same bet, and then we'll start trend betting upwards from there. Now again, that was a double pitch on that left die. That was a double or a single pitch towards us on that right die. So ultimately, that was a single pitch of the dice, and that is a safe result. So Buckeye says I'm going to hit one side of the bonus now. I hope so. I'm not playing it, but I hope for you guys that I will. But we'll go all bets set here, and dice out. And we got a 369. That is a center field 9. So that's the second 9 that we've thrown on this shooter. And that is our point. So we're going to be coming out looking for a new point. And that's going to allow us to come down to 66 inside once we get our bets, our new point established. I have $63 brought back to the rack already. We have 110 on the table. Again, we're going to bring it down to 66. So we're only into the shooter for $3 right now. And that was a primary hit on that. On the left die, that was a single pitch on the right die. So that is a safe result. Kevin goes, you guys in your ATS. I'm not playing the ATS today. We're just doing a simple skill 88, basically. And I was going through last night, and I'm, again, like I told you guys many times in the past, I'm revamping the channel. And one of the parts that I'm going to do with the channel is I'm going to make a blue collar craps section. So we're going to talk about what blue collar craps is, all the different strategies I use on blue collar craps. The mentality, the financial part of it, you know, everything that's included that I consider blue collar craps. And I'm going to put together, it's probably going to be about 25, 30 videos when it's all complete. It'll take quite a while to get it done, but I was working on the structure of it last night. So we'll call that all bets set here. 11 people on Crapsee. We got 16 people, only 6 likes. Make sure you give that thumbs up if you are enjoying this content. Every little bit of support does help, and it is truly encouraged and welcome, and thanks for doing that, everyone. Ooh, a little short on that roll. We got a 369 again. That's the third 9 in a row, I think. No, not the third one in a row, but 3 out of 4 is not bad, I guess. So again, that's going to be a primary hit on that left side. That's a single pitch on the right side. Again, that's a safe result. So we're back on that 9. We're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go to 66 inside. So it's going to be $15 on the 5 and 9, 18 on that 6 and 8. We're going to do one collect, and then we'll start trend betting upwards here. So at the current moment, we're $3 into the shooter. So $63 brought back to rack, 66 on the table. And we got Bog checking in. Good morning. Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment about the table build series. And I will hopefully have another table build series coming up soon. Hopefully we'll be starting it soon, and it's a throwing station, a deluxe throwing station, so I hope you guys will enjoy that once we do start that series. I plan on hopefully making a table before I actually put the videos out, though, because I have the structure, the order of how I want to do the videos. So all bets set here, 3236, and we're going to be on roll number 5 here for shooter number 2. Dice out. And we have a 415, another trucking camper. So that is a repeat dice result. Again, there's a double pitch on that left die. It's a single pitch on the right die. So ultimately it's a single pitch, which is a safe result. has an old bookcase craps table. Hey, guys, it does not matter what you have for a craps table as long as you're able to practice. And if it works for you, that's exactly what you need. You can always upgrade if you want down the road, pending finances and time and space and all that stuff. But do what works for you. Good morning, Waylon, checking in on YouTube. So that was a 415. That is a collect. So now we are into profit on this shooter. $84 brought back to the rack, $66 on the table. So now we're going to start trend betting upwards. And if you look at the screen, I have my goal today is going to be $150 to $250. We started at the $150 bankroll. So that's a 10 to 20% profit, or almost 20% profit goal. So good morning, Jason, checking in. And let's call this all bet set. Again, 3236 is the dice that we're going with. And let's go all bet set, dice out. Yeah, we got a 415, another trucking camper. So that is awesome. So we're in primarily 5s and 9s, sister numbers. Again, single pitch or double pitch on the left dice, single pitch on the right dice is a safe result. So, I forgot to push all bet set, so hopefully everybody's playing honest here. Or hopefully the YouTube side of things delay is making it so you guys didn't get a cheat bet in there. But anyhow, we got a 415. And let's do this one. So let's sister press the 5 and 9. So we're going to press the 5 and 9 up to $25. So we're going to put most of what we earn on that back on the table. We're just going to bring $1 back to the rack. So that way they're both at the $25 level, so it pays out $35. If either one of those hit, I'll pick up the 4 and 10 for $15 each. So again, double pitch on that left die, single pitch on the right die, which is a safe result. So 3236. Jason said he's going to be making a practice rig in the next week or two. He wants to know what he should do for the layout or under limit. If you watch my video, and I can't remember which one it was maybe like video 8A or something like that, I show what I have underneath my layout. Underneath my layout, I have a felt, a thin felt that I got at Walmart, and then I have some thinner vinyl that I got at a craft store here, and that's what I have underneath my layout. My layout I got from casinoforyou.com. You can order different sizes there. They're reasonable. The delivery time was very good. I know that some people go to, I went to Casino for You. What's the other one, guys, that's online that John uses all the time? It's casino something or another .com, and he's very happy with that company as well. So put in the chat what company that is if you guys remember. We'll go all bets set here. 3236. Dice out. And we come to an end with a 437. Ouch. So we made a profit on this shooter. Not much, but a little bit of a profit. So that made up a little bit for that first shooter that we had. And that's one of the things that we'll be talking about in the Blue Collar Craps series about CasinoSupply.com. Thank you, John. One of the things we'll be talking about in the Blue Collar Craps videos that I put out is table recovery, watching the table to see the trends, that type of stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to go through and give a good representation, a good variety of things that you guys can do, not only for bet recovery, but also to watch a table and try to identify what's going on a table so you can bet appropriately from there. So we'll talk about that in some future videos coming up, and those will all be pre-recorded, edited videos. Again, we're not doing any line bets today, so we're going to call that all bets set here, and we're going to stick with the 3236 at the current moment. And we'll go all bets set and dice out. Shooter number 3. So let's get a little bit more length through our rolls. We had a 3 and a 7 so far. And we have a 3-2-5. That is a Justice 5. And I announce my left die first and then my right die second. And that is a primary hit on that left die. That's an explosion on the right die. So that is a safe result. And when I talk about safe results or not safe results, guys, check out my rhythm rolling video that I put out a few weeks ago. Oh, hey, by the way, I did a video and good morning, Jeff. I did a video and I put it out on Saturday morning at a time I probably shouldn't have because nobody was up yet. It was, yeah, Saturday morning, I think it was. It was my black belt video. So make sure you check it out. You know, put some comments in there of what you think of the video and what you like, what you don't like, that type of stuff. We're going to go 88 inside again. $20 on the 5 and 9, 24 on it, 8 and 6. All bets set. I know the last couple of videos that I put out there are pre-recorded and edited. The bot level ones, we had like 100 plus people in the first day or two to watch it. This one I think only has like 70 people that watch it, so the viewership's not very high on it. And I put a lot of time in it. I put about 6-7 hours of editing in there, even though the video is only 4.5 minutes long. So dice out. And we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So 6 will be our new point. And I guess the reason why it took so long to edit the video this time is because I bought a new computer. My other computer that was doing my video editing at one time is no longer sufficient speed-wise and capability-wise, and it just kept on crashing on me. So I got a new computer, and as long as I got a new computer, I actually got a new editing program. And it took a little bit of time to learn how the program is used. The program I'm using now is called DaVinci Resolve, which apparently is the same company and same program that like the movie companies use to edit their movies and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of a neat little tidbit on that one. So we got a 6. We're going to go inside pressure here, 1 unit across on the inside. So we're going to make it look like 110 inside. That's 25 on the 5 and 9, $30 on the 6 and 8. And let's call that all bets set. 13 people playing along in Crapsee. And guys, let me check to see if there's anybody playing along here that's not a normal person here. Not one of my regulars. I'll have to look after I get the dice result here. By the way, that was 1-5-6, so that was an implosion of that left die. And that was an implosion of the right die. So that was a double implosion. So we're still safe with that. 3, 2, 3, 6. And let's do this one. So let's roll the dice back 1/4 turn on each side. So we're going to go with a 2, 4, 6, 4 dice set now. So the 3V is facing away from us. Dice out. And we got a 2, 3, 5, Justice 5 again. Okay, that is the result of turning those dice away because I'm looking for a 3 or 4 on top of one of the dice. So we went with a 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. And that was our point. So we're going to be coming out again. Once we get our new point established, again, we're going to go to 66 inside, which means that we're only into the shooter for $3 at the current moment here. You are correct in that, Jeff. DaVinci Resolve is owned by the company that puts out Black Magic products. And the cool thing about the DaVinci Resolve is it's like an all-inclusive editing program that's actually free. It takes a little bit to learn how to use it, and the reason it's free is because they actually sell the editing program as an incentive for them to buy their products, their editing products and that. So that's where they actually make their money in that. Alfredo hates editing. If you guys ever see Alfredo's introduction thing, his 30-second countdown, I actually helped him make that. And if you want me to update it, Alfredo, let me know. Send me some pictures, and I would have no problems helping you with that. And anybody else, I love doing the editing thing. Takes a little bit of time, but let me know. Let me know if you are interested or want some help learning how to do it or whatever. I would be happy to help you guys out with that. So Bog's asking if the companies do custom layouts. Yes, they do custom layouts. It costs a little bit extra. I know CasinoForYou.com does that, as well as Casino Supply. I've never done anything through Casino for You custom-wise, but I heard that the Casino Supply is excellent to work with, and that's according to John and a few other people in the craps community. So let's go. All bets set here. We're looking for a new point. 3236. We're going to roll them away from us. 2464 is the dice set, and dice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. So we're back on that 9, which is the point they were on a couple of times earlier on. Yeah, I agree with that, Jeff. He was talking about DaVinci Resolve is one of the better products out there for Windows. Much better than Final Cut that he says is iOS on Apple. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I used a simpler program prior to this on do my editing of the videos, which I actually really enjoy, but the program was terrible as time went on. But this DaVinci Resolve is actually pretty cool once you figure it out. But anyway, we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go 66 inside, so that we're going into the shooter for $3. So 15 hours on a 5 and 9, 18 on it 6 and 8. Let's try to get some, we're going to do one collect, and let's try to get some trend betting so we can start getting some money brought back to the rack here. Good morning, Mark. Checking in on YouTube. We're up to 21 people watching. We got all bets set here. We got 9 likes. That was a single pitch of that left die. And that was a double pitch of the right dice. So ultimately, that was a single pitch of the dice. We have a safe result. 3236 will roll them away from us. So we have a 2464 dice set again. Dice out. And we have a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So that does nothing for our bets. That's one of the unfortunates of having only money on the inside. If you're hitting the outside numbers, you can obviously bet on the outside instead of the inside. That would save you guys a couple dollars if you do that. You'd be 60 outside instead of 66 inside. But that was a single pitch. Actually, that was a double pitch of the left die. And that was an implosion of that right die. So again, we're going to go with that 2464 dice set. We're going to keep our bets the same. We have 17 people playing along with Crapsee. Now I was going to check. We have JoJo on Crapsee. Make sure that you say hi. Let us all know, who you are. I have not seen your name at all, so you're new. We have Chuck playing along. Good morning, Chuck. We got a Rubba Bubba. That's awesome. Dreams. So we got a bunch of new people. Hey, guys, if you haven't joined the Crapsee ad or signed up for the Crapsee app yet, if you do, you actually get to play along with the entire rules that I have set up for the table. You can play the $15, $100 bankroll. You can do unlimited buys, all that type of stuff. If you're not a member of Crapsee, then you can still play along, but your bankroll is limited at $300. So it's only $5 a month. It's $49.95 a year, I believe, if you pay for it all up front. It's actually a pretty good deal. Good morning, Durcell, checking in on YouTube, and we got all bets set here. Dice out. 2464 is a dice set. little bit long on that roll, but we got a 5-6 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. And then also, if you're playing along with Crapsee and you're new to the program here, make sure that you check out the Craps Master Journey YouTube channel. And make sure you consider subscribing if you would. That would be greatly appreciated. But check the content out. Make sure that you like the content first and that you actually enjoy what I'm doing here. Because that way that actually shows me that I'm doing a good job. But hey, Brian, how you doing? Brian Flegel checking in. And we got Dice Glider checking in. Good morning to all. We're up to 22 people now on YouTube. And that was a mid-mo yo that does nothing for our bets. We're still looking for another inside number so that way I can do a collect before we start pressing up. And let's call this all bet set. If I took all the money off the table to as I'm sitting right now, I would only be in the hole $6 for the day. So here we go. Dice out. They split apart a little bit when they left my fingers, but we have a 2, 4, 6. That is the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4, making a throwing station on this table here. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Just kidding. So that is the 6. That's going to be our collect that we're looking for. 17 cents per day for Crapsee, says Dice Glider. That's a great way to look at it. Guys, I'm sure you spend more than 17 cents a day on your coffee at the convenience store or at Starbucks. Anyhow, that was a single pitch. Now, there's a primary on that left die, and that was a single pitch on the right die. So ultimately, a single pitch of the dice. Again, we're going to go to 4, 6, 4. Buckeye's asking for a 4 or 8 next. Or 12. I'm not betting it, but anyhow, we got that collect that we're looking for. We'll go all bet set here. And now we're going to start trend betting upwards. And dice up. A little bit long on that landing zone again. We got lucky. We have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So we got the 8 that Buckeye was looking for. Asking you shall receive, my friend. At least I would like to think that. Who knows? Anyhow, that was a what was that? That was. Let's look to see what that was. We had that. That was a primary on the front side because remember we rotated the dice towards us. We had a 2, 4, 6, 4. So they both rotated one face forward. So primary on the front side there. That's a safe result. And that was an 8, so we're going to be able to press that 6 and 8. Let's drop in $3. We'll make the 6 and 8 look like $30 each. If you guys are using the new Crapsee app, if you look on the bottom left corner, there is a lock button where you can actually lock the 6 and 8 in so that it makes some proper bets. So if I click on the quarter right now, because I'm making the 6 and 8 look like $30, if you click on a quarter and you lock that in, it'll actually put on $30 for you. So that way it's a true bet. So that's kind of cool. It's a new function, new feature for the Crapsee app here. And again, we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 4 for the dice set. We'll call it all bet set. 17 people playing along with Crapsee yet. We got 22 people on YouTube. We're up to 10 likes now. And we've got 3 people on kick.com. If you're new to the program, I also do a live stream on kick.com. Check it out. It's a little bit faster feed for the table. Not as much of a delay as what YouTube has. So 2, 4, 6, 4, dice out. And we got another hard 8 square pair. Wow, that's a chance that I don't throw a lot of square pairs. Again, that's a primary in the front facing me. We have a 3V facing away. That's the two numbers that are facing us. So that's stay on axis. Primary hit, safe result. So that was a nice hit. Now, since we took a hit on that 8 and it was pressed up already, that's going to bring back $35 to the rack. Let's pick up that 4 and 10 for $15 a piece. Now we're all the way across, and we're going to be able to just start trend betting upwards. So now I'm only going to trend bet the number that's hit. So that way we can bring some money back to the rack as well as press the bets up on the table. So we have $140 brought back on the rack. We have $120 on the table. Again, we're going to go 2-4. 6-4 for the dice set, which is the 3V facing away from us, the cousin 1 set, and we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. Ooh, a little bit long again, guys. We have another 6-5 mid-mo yo. Again, Chiro coming to us from above. I learned something yesterday watching Jeff's live stream from Mid-Atlantic Craps. He has a set of dice on his table that I never realized until he bumped them yesterday. And they're a set of dice that Chiro's wife made for him. Actually, Chiro and his wife, I think, made them together. And it was given to Jeff during Chiro's memorial service by his wife, Crystal, I believe her name was. And he keeps them on his table as a remembrance for Chiro. So I thought that was a really, really cool thing. I'm going to go with the 3-2, 3-6, roll them away from us again. So the 2-4, 6-4 dice set again. That was not great mechanics on that last throw. The landing zone was off, so we're going to stick with what we were doing. And we need a 12 for the tall yet. We need the 2, 3, and 4 for the small. Let's go all bets set here. Dice out. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So we hit the 6. That is perfect. So now this beats my roll that I did for the shooter competition, which just is getting close to my normal roll on my show. So why in the hell couldn't I have done that during the you're welcome, Jeff, during the shooter competition? A little disappointing, but it is what it is, I guess. So 5-1-6, we're gonna make that 6 look like $42. So we're gonna put $12 onto the table, and we're gonna bring the rest of it back to the rack. We got 175 brought back to the rack, 132 on the table. And that was a single pitch of a double pitch, I'm sorry, of that left die. And that was an explosion on the right die. So that was an explosion and a double pitch. That is a safe result. So we're again, we're going to go back to 3-2-3-6 now. So we're going to rotate those back towards us again. So 3-2-3-6. Good morning, John, checking in. He goes, howdy. And John actually shot this weekend for the shooter competition. He did well. We had George did well. Everybody did better than I did. Like I said, I'm in last place with a 9. First place so far, I think the guy got like 38 or 40 rolls. I mean, that's just amazing. And that was Larry Holloway. And that was followed up by Eddie. Eddie did Bird Dog 301 did somewhere in the high teens, low 20s, I think it was. So John got, what was your highest, John? You were close to 20, I think it was. But anyhow, we'll go all bets set here. Guys, check out the videos. They're going to be listed all on Dice Dejan's channel, on Pro Craps channel, on George from CY channel, Same Bet Dave's channel, Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. Alfredo's going to be a host. Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooters is a host. And a variety of different people that are hosting them. So make sure you go out, support their channels, check those videos out, support the shooters themselves. And there's a lot of people that have channels. We have a 4-5 Hard 9 Big Mac, Big Daddy Mac. A lot of people that are in the competition have channels. They are content creators, but there is also a lot of people that are not content creators, people that are actually in our chats that are having conversations with us. and it's good to put faces and names and everything and skills to the test net. So John had a 17, 15, and a 2, so that is awesome. You are going to be the top 32, no problem, John. I don't believe that whole 15 plus crap at all. Last year, in order to get into the top 32, was an 8 or better. I'm the one that's going to be on that bubble right now, so I think the cutoff's going to be somewhere around 11 or 12, I think. But I think anybody that's 11 or 12 or higher should hopefully, fingers crossed, be safe. And I'm really praying that I get in. We have 67 people in the competition, I believe. And again, like 7 people have gone already. But anyhow, we threw a 9 on that last one. That was our point. So we're going to be looking for a new point. Again, I'm not doing any line bets at all. So once we get our point established, I'm going to make the 9 look like $25. We have 196 brought back to the rack so far. So far, guys, if I took all the money off the table, I would be $127 in profit. So I guess the question I need to ask myself is that close enough to the $150 goal that I have, 150 to 250? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, that was a 4-5, so we had a 4 showing on top, so that's a good thing. Double pitch on one side, single pitch on the other side. It's ultimately a single pitch. That's a good result. All bets set. Back to the 3-2-3-6 dice set. And here we go. And we have a leaner that is a 1. Yep, it came on as a 1. So we have a 1-3-4, a Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So that's the first 4 that we have, and our point will now be a 4. Actually, it's the second 4, but that's the first Big Joe. So like I said, we're going to make that 9 look like $25. And what did I say? My goal is going to be $150. So if we can get one hit here, that'll be at goal, and I can bring my bets down then. That would be awesome. So again, that was an implosion this time of that left die and a primary of the right die. So that was a safe result, but that was the first time we had an implosion on the left die that I can recall. So let's go, all bets set. And Duracell is going to be entering the competition, I believe, as well. So he is aiming for March 15th at 5 o'clock. So make sure you check out Duracell when he is shooting the dice. That would be awesome to see. And let's go, all bets set here. Dice out. Ooh, a little bit of a high bounce. We got lucky. Hey, again, this table does have ears. We have a 628, the Duracell 8. And he says, go out, support free live craps. Give that thumbs up where deserved, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Only if you enjoy the content that you're seeing. So that's an 8. We're going to make that 8 look like $42. Yeah. What is going on here? That should be... I need to look at something really quick here. We're looking at $150 profit. I should have had the money brought back on that one, and it didn't look like it brought back $35. So something's not okay. That is right. Okay, so I'm at 1662. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my bets down. That is my $150 profit. That is the blue collar craps way of doing it. So I made the profit. I'm $12 above what my low goal was. And we're just going to roll it out for everybody else. We still got 16 minutes left for the day. And again, if I was having, this would be a good roll. I guess I could keep on going. But if I was having a super, super good day, I would use that extra money for fun money. But we really can't do much with $12 since I'm playing it as a $15 table. So let's go all bets set here. Again, that was a 6-2. So we're going to go back to the, that was an explosion on that right die and an explosion on the left eye. So that was a double explosion. So let's go to the 2-4-6-4 dice set. We'll call it all bets set here. Dice out. And we have another 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. And this is the part of the Blue Collar Craps program that does suck, because you pull your money down, you're watching the roll go on, and everybody's making all this moolah. But this is where discipline comes in also, guys, because it could very easily have been a bad number there, and we could have lost all that profit that we had. So we locked that profit up. It's in our pocket. We're going to the cage. We're cashing out. So that way we know that we made goal for the day. And that's where the discipline really is hard to do, but you really need to do it. That was a 5-4, so that was a single pitch of the left die. That was a double pitch of the right die, so it's ultimately a single pitch of the dice. And we'll call that all bets out. We got 19 people playing at Crapsee, 28 people watching, only 11 likes. Make sure you give me that thumbs up if you're enjoying this, guys. 3236 will be the dice set. And Durso has a face for radio, not for, and voice for print. Dice out. Ooh, kind of a weird jog down here, but we have a 1-1-2, the Magic Aces. And all we need is that ace deuce for the small. We need a little bit of sauce coming up here, a little bit of sauce to get that small. And we need the midnight for the tall. So we're close to that ATS. I'm not on the ATS, but so Buckeye's looking for a 9 or 12, he says. 3236 will be the dice set. What do we have? We had a 1-1-2. So we're gonna that was an implosion of the left die. It was a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that is a safe result. And we'll call it all bets set here. I like this the way Crapsee set up now. So if I press the button, you guys got 10 seconds to get your bets in. Let's go 3236. Dice out. Ooh, terrible throw. I almost hit the back wall. Bad landing zone. We have a 1-6-7. Ouch. So the roll comes to an end. We have 12 minutes left. Let's do another shooter yet. And that one was, we get any Crapsee here. How many rolls was that? That was 17 rolls. So why could I not have done that for the shooter competition? Come on, Joe. Seriously. It is what it is. Anyway, we're at goal. I'm just going to do one more shooter here for your purposes. I'm not going to do any betting at all. And so get your bets in here. I'm going to reset it up. That was a bad landing zone, bad throw. So that was a total mechanical failure. And that's something that you need to consider when you're adjusting the dice and analyzing the dice. Is it good mechanics? And I'm going to go back to the screen that I've done and that I showed you guys last week. This is what I'm looking for when I'm doing the analyzing of the dice. You know, I'm looking for any deviations in my throw. That's what I call mechanical failures. You know, so your posture, your grip, your release, your landing zone, your energy levels, that type of stuff. I'm also looking to see if there's a 3 or 4 on top. That's why I'm rotating the dice away from me 1/4 turn on both sides if needed to get that 3 or 4 to come up. I'm looking for warning signs on the cousin 1, cousin 2 set. And then I'm asking myself, is it repeatable? So can I repeat it? If I can repeat it, that was a good throw and I can repeat it, then I'm going to start analyzing and taking that into consideration. But let's go all bets set here. Good morning, Marble Fork. He does like that new bet alert. It works great. That's awesome to hear. 3236. Shooter number 4 looking for a new point. Dice out. Two, 3, 5. Justice 5. So our new point will be a 5. And that was a single pitch of the left. That was a primary on the right side, so that is a single pitch ultimately, and that is a safe result. Good morning, Biff, checking in. So we're going to speed it up a little bit here, guys. We got 17 people playing along with Crapsee. We're going to go 3, 2, 3, 6 for the dice set. We'll go all bets set and dice out. Ooh, dice split apart when I left my fingers. We got lucky. We got a 5, 3, 8. That is the great 8. We got some great craps. And that would be G-A-R-Y-T, craps. Great craps. I remember when he first came out, everybody called him Grady. That was Grady Craps. Single pitch on the right die, a single pitch towards us. Primary in the top side. Going back to 3, 2, 3, 6. So most of the throws are staying on this cousin 1 set, which is kind of interesting. We have not switched off that cousin 1 into the cousin 2 at all today. So I guess that could be kind of considered a good thing. Good morning, Dice Dr. Dan checking in. All bets set here. 3, 2, 3, 6, and dice out. 4, 2, 6. Kevin the Carpenter 4 or 2x4. So 4, 2, 6. And that is our point, I believe. 4, 2. No, 5 is our point. Why is it not coming up on Crapsee? On KPI, I mean. I gotta go back and enter it in. Somehow I got screwed up there. Give me one quick second here. We'll get this fixed really quick. So we had a 6-1 was the last one that we had on there. It was a 1-1 and a 6-1, and then we had a 2-3. And then we had a 5-3. Then we had a 4-2. So our point is 5 right now. And that should be all set up now. We'll go all bets set for Crapsee. And that was a double pitch on the left die. That was a explosion on the right die. So that's a safe result. 3, 2, 3, 6 is what we're going back to. So Alfredo put on the screen, he's available to be a host if you guys want for your shooter competition. He says he's home, available outside of Crapsee times to host shooters 7 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time nightly, expanded on the weekends. So let's go all bets set here. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. And we have a Magic Aces, 1-1-2. I don't throw a lot of those, and that's the second set today. Normally I throw the midnight more so than the aces. So that's an abnormality, however you say it. Not normal. 3, 2, 3, 6. Although that throw did look kind of nice. We got Frida checking in, and we got Brian checking in. Barely made in today. Must have been a short trading day for you, my friend. The bell rang early. So let's go. All bets set here. And dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. Brian's been putting out a lot of videos lately, guys. If you haven't checked it out, a lot of shorts, a lot of vertical feeds, a lot of lives, and he's just amazing to listen to. There's a lot of information about cruising and craps and how not to throw the 257 Bruce. Damn it. So the roll comes to an end. We had one decent roll today. The rest of them are kind of shorter. But let's call that the end here. Let's go through our statistics and see where we end up for the day. We had 4 shooters. We had a 3, a 7, a 17, and a 5. Strong numbers today was the 5 and 9. exclusively. Box numbers, inside numbers are a little bit higher than expected. 4s and 10s are low. No come out 7s today, which is awesome to see. Horns and fields are about expected. Highways up a little bit. We had an SOR today of 8.0. We had an SRR of 8.0. And this is our black belt statistics through the end of last week, Friday. Through the end of last week, Friday, with 314 throws on a black belt level with an SOR of 10.89, an SRR of 7.94, and a BSR of 7.03. And if you look at the bottom right corner there, our goals are at 10.5 for the SOR, so we are a little bit above that. SRR at 7.5, we're a little bit low, and we're a little bit above our BSR goal. So we'll check the chat here before we wrap things up. Remember, in about 9 minutes, John will be going live on the Casino Gaming TV doing this daily paycheck. Make sure that you do check that out. But I see no new chats here. Buckeye goes, playing with fake money is painful. But guys, thank you very much for joining today. Hopefully you do come back tomorrow. We ended up with 32 people, which is pretty close to a record on my live stream. But my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a safe and prosperous day, and we'll see you back tomorrow.